Hallelujah.
Shabbat shalom. Good to see each and every one of you this year. May y'all continue to bless us. I'll tell you what, this world's a difference over the weekend.
Minus 14 chill up to 7.
All right. We wasn't here last Sabbath. 0 degrees and going down, man. Hey, and today it's beautiful out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they say you stay in Oklahoma, if you ain't ever with the weather, just stay on there. It'll change.
Yeah, that's beginning to be anywhere now.
All the people hollering about Christmas and everything. We can keep their mouths shut up. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a white one, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of folks lost their language too.
One guy had to break open a window in the school just to survive.
Is that right?
Him and 3 elderly people.
You say you have to do what?
You had to break open the window in the school. His car has stopped. Yep, stay warm.
Yeah, you gonna freeze that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gonna read that car, but that car ain't gonna make it.
Sure ain't.
No side had to do that.
That's why I said,
Yeah.
you need to shut up talking about this white Christmas and all that kind of stuff. Hey, we don't all of them like that. We want to take this time to welcome all our listeners. We got our Torah service this week here, so that's why we got 1 hour late. We do, but we're here, and may y'all continue to bless us on that end there. We want to welcome all our listeners. Those that's in Israel, those that's in Canada, the Philippines, India, Lusaka, and where you might be picking us up on the internet. Into our house, where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom, Vayigash. And upon these 2 principles, see, and mankind just don't seem to comprehend that. And I think it is because we have got the wrong attitude about power and everything. See, unless I'm dominating over you and everything there, I don't feel powerful. See? But that ain't what the Mashiach come and say it. Is it?
No. That's what the Gentiles do.
But we have to remember what he said. He said, the greatest among you is what? Is who?
Servant.
There you go. That don't sound. That don't sound like the definition of what the world say. They got a totally different definition. See? Therefore, we see why the world is in trouble. See, they should be hearkening to the one who's going to win this whole thing out, but they won't do it because they didn't get so used to, It's just like we got the Republicans and the Democrats. Now the one got the power. They say, okay, you see what you did to us? Yeah, that's right. You're gonna put y'all right back into, and what's gonna happen to them? They're supposed to be serving the common people. They're supposed to be serving us.
Mhm.
Right, and that is, you did to me, now I'm gonna get it to you, and the folks are gonna be in trouble. And is in trouble, cause as long as they're different and everything, they ain't doing nothing to help us. Therefore, this whole system of things is coming to an end.
Hallelujah.
And, therefore, that's why I tell folks, I'm concerned about God's kingdom.
Amen. Amen.
I'm trying to fit it in. I'm not trying to be a good Democrat or a good Republican, not even a good independent, which I'm a registered independent. But, not even at their height. So it's just completely gone. See? But God's kingdom is what, and they don't want to hear that there. Yeah, that's exactly right. See how you're right. Yeah, we just set up to be against God that way.
Right.
Ain't that something?
Amen. Amen.
One man ruling all like this over the shot coming that with the other day. He's gonna be king over all the earth. They'll say, oh, see that ain't great. That's great.
That's what they be talking. Aaron's gonna find the sheep at.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you shoot them, wrap them off to heaven. So, if he didn't do that, hey, you know he's the Antichrist.
Oh yeah. That's right. Hey, you gonna be coming out and dealing with them.
Right. Getting away from the great tribulation and all.
Yeah, right. Boy, they just, well, Satan, he'll just get you all screwed all up.
They saying over in Israel, you know, how they flock up that Messiah.
Right.
Saying they were saying, see, that's one of the Antichrist. And he said, you know, if I'm reading my Bible right, you know, we're supposed to be, you know, raptured away, you know, before the great tribulation.
That's right.
So that means, you know, the world gonna endure all these other Antichrists gonna come.
Well, see, that's why they had so many different, that's why they had so many different raptures there, because they found out that stuff wasn't working.
Right.
It's supposed to be pre-trib, right?
Right. Pre-trib, post-trib.
Right. Mid-trib, right. At first they were saying pre-trib. That meant that they was going to rapture away before the millennium started, and for the tribulation.
Right.
Then after a while, they said, well, Brother Soldier said that.
Mid-trib.
Then they said, well, mid-trib. Then they said, with the first 3.5 years, we're going, and then the next 3.5, y'all gonna be able to suffer all that there, and we out of here. So that didn't sound too good. Then they said, well, I think you're gonna be here still. You still here. You just had around out for that too. And y'all still here. Then they start talking about post-trib. Yeah.
So they don't know what trib they in.
Yeah.
What, 3?
Well, it's rapture that's supposed to, and it all has to do with the tribulation, that tribulation period of time. And so they said, before that comes, we're going to do rapture away. So that time coming past, and that did happen. See, that's supposed to be happening in the 90, what was that? 93. It's supposed to happen in 93. That was the pre-trib.
Oh.
You see, in 1993. See, because of 3, and then you're supposed to go on down to surely the tribulation is going to start in the.
But 2000.
In 2000, right. That's when everything
Right.
And the Y2K.
Plane's gonna be falling out of the sky.
Yeah. Left behind, no one left behind, right? Left behind and all that stuff. Like I said, me and my sister, we was out in California this time, and got first class, you know, and for coach, you know. No. Them hundred won't let get on the plane.
Oh, they don't do that. They was scared to get on the plane.
Yeah.
Pilot was gonna be,
Be raptured away.
snatched that- Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they thought.
You don't know whether this pilot, you don't know whether this pilot is Christian or not, everything, and he might be have a plane with him, and then, he gonna be disappeared out, they're gonna beam him out of there, see?
A lot of
And
problems.
then you up there in the plane, there, ain't got no problem to do. So what y'all gonna do then?
A
So
lot
people
of,
would get on the plane.
probably calling in and said, do you know if, you gonna have a Christian, pilot flying or not? Yeah. They probably couldn't tell them that, so they said, well, okay.
That was good guessing, and so, we got ready to go there, then it wasn't. Well, how long on that?
Big old plane and a handful of people.
Yeah, so the steward just told her, y'all all come on up first.
Everybody had first.
Yeah.
Top service.
That just saved me a trip from walking.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you say, cause like, hey, so we all had up there first class, got first class food, and everything, oh, man. It was nice.
Good.
Yes, my sister had to be prepared to drive it on in.
I wasn't worried
We know
about
the
that.
angels gonna take care of you, gonna worry about that.
I wasn't worried about, cause I know that whole thing you missed out on.
You got Christian on there, they rapture him out of there.
We not worried about that.
Yeah.
About that at all.
Cause they asked me, you, I said, yeah, I'm worried about that. That's all screwed up.
It ain't time yet, is it?
That's right, it was down. So I thought, I'm not worried about that. But, you know, that shit does stop a lot of people from doing what they do and everything here.
Fear.
And, so we gotta do what we're gonna do on this one here, that everything might work out. Nevertheless, we have to stand by God, and what he's all about. And, so we did.
Amen.
So we gonna worry about we pay. Yeah, we give him the blame. Brought us on home.
If you got nerve to get on the plane, you gonna give you first class.
Oh, yeah. So we enjoyed ourselves, standing up for God. All righty. We're going to now, we're gonna have our Israel update by David Ben Israel.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Glad to be out and enjoying this nice weather.
Amen.
I heard that some of us had the COVID, but it wasn't nothing serious, so I'm glad of that. Yeah. Everybody's still up, moving around and doing good. Might be getting it up bad, but they're still doing all right.
Yeah.
So I thank y'all for that. Right.
You know, they shot up, so they had the vaccines.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all didn't say you weren't gonna never get sick or anything. It just depends on how we go through it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I thank you for that.
And if y'all sick, just stay at home.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
yeah, we was talking about poop now. You know, he's the longest. I'm trying. Who was before him? Khrushchev, wasn't it? Yeah. But after him,
Then Gorbachev was before him, wasn't
I remember Khrushchev.
they had to be Gorbachev.
Gorbachev.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But Putin is the longest. He's the longest reigning president they ever had.
Right.
Yeah.
He's gonna be out there into the 30s. 2030s. He's gonna stand in there.
Man.
You don't change the rules.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't change the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause they ain't got nobody to put him out, that's for sure.
He can die.
Oh, yeah, he can do that. Oh, yeah.
So how old is Putin? He, what, 60?
He's in his sixties, I think. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we get very close to 70.
Yeah, but Ken said he's 70.
Yeah, 70, okay.
70.
70, okay. Yeah. But he's been there a while. And, they saying now that that against, they talking about using the, what you call the bomb? Them, what they call them? The buster bomb?
Bunker busters.
Yeah, bomb buster.
Bunker busters.
Yeah. And, so they saying, well, is this the next level? Is this what he gonna start doing?
Oh, in Ukraine?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, 'cause they got the fallout shelter.
yeah, they got some fallout there. So, yeah.
No,
But bomb, bunker, what they call it?
Bunker busters.
bunker busters.
Yeah, bunker buster.
Mhm.
Because the people up there, they ain't killing enough people, I guess, in Ukraine. So-
Right. Mhm.
So they, yeah, so they.
Yeah.
Sirens off, they run into the.
Yeah,
into
bunker
the shelters, into the bunkers, you know. They come out.
So they waiting on them to start using them next.
Oh, boy.
And, that's supposed to be against the law. You know, I mean, it's supposed to be against the rules. You know, supposed to. Yeah.
He said he ain't coming down no road. So,
Everything you're doing now is against the rules.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, he really putting it on them now, bro. He, you know, when they said, when NATO stepped in and all them other countries started giving them stuff, he said, hey, I can step it up too. And so they said, well, he might step it up a little higher with them other bonds. So they're looking for him to start doing that too.
I thought they were going trying to talk some peace talk or something.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. He ain't listening. I don't think he. Yeah. And then we was talking about the weather in Ohio, and y'all see where Oregon got hit hard too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Oregon got hit real hard, and it killed 5, I think, up there in one day. Yeah, all of the mudslides and yeah, on they killed 5. I think this was on the road when these 5 got killed up in Oregon. Pounding up there and pounding in the east and then in the west. You got the east coast getting cold weather and night, and then the west is getting rain. Yeah. Matter of fact, they said that California, this is one of their worst flood they ever had. And, of course, but they were saying that they needed, you know, because of their water supply.
Yeah, right, that was
Yeah.
it, right, was the summer.
Yeah.
They talking about the Colorado and all that stuff,
Yeah.
water supply was real low.
Yeah. And so they, up in the mountain, they getting 15, 20 foot of snow in the mountain. So they saying they gonna need that, but you know, when they start melting and fill their reservoir. But they said they have to have 3 of them like that. They so dry. Yeah. Yeah, they actually have to have 3 storms like they have now to fill them up.
Probably, like you said, but the mudslides and all that.
Mudslide, right.
And they just in the rain and stuff,
Yeah. And then, they was having it in the north, and having it in the west, and we having spring like what?
Tornado.
Yeah, tornado. Yeah. But I thank y'all for the nice run from the good. I mean, of course, one ain't over yet either.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Yeah, Yes, start.
Like a March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they say the COVID cases, they say, last month, I was telling you about last month, and they say you can add, they said this week you can add 30% to what they had last month. Yeah. Yeah, last month, if you can add, this month you can add 30% to the COVID cases. So it's really time to, all these football games and basketball games, Christmas and all that, Thanksgiving. People ain't
Right,
wearing
right.
masks and, yeah.
New Year coming up, we're gonna be a lot of gatherings for
Oh, yeah.
Friday night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, tonight.
And then the bad weather is calling the airlines, Southwest. Boy, they, whew. And really, they said a lot of their pilots didn't show up. Yeah. They say that was one reason why they got way behind. Because a lot of their pilots never showed up. Yeah.
It probably snowed in.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of their pilots didn't show up. And they say some run places want to charge them people $1,800 to run a car.
What?
Yeah, when they seen that was happening, boy, they jacked them prices sky high.
Oh,
To
yeah.
run a car. Yeah, $1,800.
Yeah, we get some. I think they do get some.
Yeah.
Part, yeah.
Yeah. And then one guy say he got another flight and said they charged him $1,700. That was for one way. Why he was going? Oh. He said he didn't have the money, but he had to get there, so he had to pay it.
Yeah, some of them say, hey, they'll never fly on Christmas again.
And some of them saying they'll never fly Southwest no more.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Yeah, because Southwest goes dropping on prices, they'll get right back on it. Yeah. And what the thing was, they didn't give them no replacement flights and no money back. As of now, they have. But they seem to think that, yeah, they seem to think that they gonna give them some of their money back. Yeah. And I think Matt Johnson, he got sworn in this week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got sworn in, and he got a gay guy in his cabinet. Yeah, they sitting up talking about he's sitting out there in the front with his husband and children. Yeah. When they was, yeah. Boy.
I tell you, you folks get five.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And they were saying how far right he done got. And yeah. Yeah, so he done moved all the way to the right.
I thought it'd be the left. We'd be went.
No, he done moved to the right. Yeah.
Move to the right.
Yeah. He seen what he had to do, so he did it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so and they say he's thinking about changing the rules, that they indictment, that stuff they got it on. So he's thinking about getting rid of that altogether.
Ah,
Yeah.
He said he got the power. Huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Trump.
People, so they will, help you get rid of all
Yeah.
the people that get in this cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, they said up there it was 28 died in New York, and they said nationally it was 6 to 8 altogether.
No.
So it's quite a few people died in the storm.
Mm.
And, the world is kind of, well, I say the United States, is kind of upset about these teens, these teenagers. Yeah, taking this, what they call it, fentanyl, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
over the internet,
Wow.
yeah. And it's mostly white kids,
Mm.
because, black kids get on the internet, but they ain't got the money to buy that stuff, like these, white kids got. And man, they killing them by the hundred.
Why in the world I heard that this supposed to make you, what, feel tired or sleep or something.
What's that?
That's
Well-
fentanyl.
Well, what it is, they got a lot of lookalike on the internet. It's not the real thing. It looks like them, but they more deadly than what that stuff is. Yeah, and that's what they get. That's what they take. And it's killing them up.
Hey, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got everything on right now.
Mm-hmm.
They said we can get it here, but boy, they can look that stuff all up on and get it all looking like you're getting a real authentic
Right.
stuff,
Mhm.
and you ain't.
Yeah.
But you know, it don't even make sense, you know,
Fishing on
Yeah.
it.
huh?
Go fishing on
Like they don't,
That's boring.
they wanna die. I'm saying, anytime you mess with these type of drugs, yeah, hey, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't take no genius to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you follow the crowd, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, oh, go ahead and die along with you.
And then I think, remember that a week before I got out of school, post school was out for the holiday. And a rodder, boy bought a gun, found a gun in his backpack. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, right in high school.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And some kind of way they got it wind of it. They got it before we done. Yeah, I don't know if he was thinking to do something or what.
So,
But
yeah, they should lock him up even carrying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they saying that, a lot of these cars is showing up now. All them cars that were down in the flood and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of them are showing up here at these car lots and stuff.
Mm.
So, yeah, so you gotta be really careful about buying used cars now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what you're looking for, you be buying yourself some trouble. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, man, that's you know.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's all out of trouble.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a lot of them showing up now. And they're saying, you make sure you be careful. But hey, if you don't know what to look for, you don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know they play, they want to go with what, that was Street,
Uh-huh.
they got a detail shot right behind it. Well, I'm telling you, that first time I ever seen that big car, just getting detail at the same time. So there must be a lot of the flooded cars,
Yeah,
they give them detail, the car lots give them detail, and get them
Get the
into the
smell out
lots
of it.
and sell them.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, they get a lot of- And I mean, them suckers, they should have on there been floating down the street. They were just in no high water, they was floating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, a bunch of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's my influence.
Yeah, I was reading in there, about a boss and all that. He's upset and I'm mad about this new government that Netanyahu is bringing into run, and so he sent out a decree and to the International Security Council and all and told them don't have no dealing Israeli government. But a farce and they ain't for peace and he was just blasting and number one thing that he made mention about, he says, and they ain't for the two-state resolution. And after all, y'all the one that set that up in your resolution 242. And they brought it up to them again and said, nah, y'all must do something about this. They talking about annexing the Shomron and the West Bank and all that stuff there. And if you let them do that there, then hey, y'all word don't mean nothing. But y'all got in y'all books, so well, he's getting on their case now. So people think that the two-state is dead, but it's not. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask because I think that was Sarah Polak saying that T.D. Jakes was in a wheelchair, but they had something showing that I guess they got pictures of party, T Diddy, B Diddy, or whatever party. Yeah. So they folks are all upset about, now what this man doing?
Hanging around P. Diddy.
Right. Knowing what type of man that is. Now you know he ain't up there praying for him.
Well, he say he in retirement now. He huh? Yeah. He turned it over. He turned it over to his daughter.
Oh, so he said he no longer have to walk around like he's serving God.
He a changed man now.
You know you don't want to happen to your friend or something? No. Oh yeah, okay. He preached for 50 years. And when he retired from preaching, he started drinking and chasing women. He was sitting in this, I went in this club and standing out there. I went in there, he was sitting over there in the corner with a shotgun.
Oh.
Yeah, gonna shoot this man about this woman. I had to take him home. I had to get him out of
Man. Yeah, so he no longer have to live righteous now, since he retired.
I don't know how you say that. I haven't heard it, but I do know that he turned it over to his daughter there, Sarah. I think that's her name. And, a lot of folks were mad about that. So he said that she must increase while he decreased.
Yeah, so I guess if you could say he decreased. He decreased.
I know that I seen one time and man, he had a whole bunch of empty feet.
Oh yeah.
Nobody in that place.
No. Matter of fact, last I can remember when I saw it today, he was complaining about that.
Yeah.
Because he was because it was cold and everything there, and he was real sad, He said, I remember when the house was full and everything, and now I guess he done lost the thrill and the fun of it now. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. So, all righty, we have is that two? Okay, Men of Harmony. Okay. Hey.
I'm not singing. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Doing good. Doing
Okay.
God give you all the praise for the rest of my days. My whole life I'll give to you. Everything that I do and all that I go through, my whole life I'll give to you. I'll go anywhere, just as long as you're there. My whole life I'll give to you. To you. To you. To you. My whole life I'll give to you. To you. To you. My whole life I'll give to you. All my hopes and all my dreams, I will give you my extreme. My whole life I'll give to you. And whether high or whether low, for you, yeah, I will go. My whole life I'll give to you. To you. To you. To you. My whole life I'll give to you. To you. To you. To you. My whole life I'll give to you.
Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of Yah and his righteousness, And all these things will be added unto you. Praise the mighty God.
I will do for you, Yah, till I can't do no more. My whole life I give to you.
All right now. Yes, praise the mighty God. Yes. Hallelujah. Yeah. All right, Brother Miles, where's your encouragement? You say you're going to give to us. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's been quite a year, testing my faith. I seen something that took my breath away. I lost some friends and some loved ones too. I'm really depending on you, and I'm still gonna trust you. 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 Who could have planned for such a time as this? Nothing seems certain. Help of God is my one you need. Strength is weak, but my faith is strong. No matter what I face, still be holding on. And I'm still gonna trust you. 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 So still gonna trust. Oh yeah, I know it. I'm still gonna trust you. I'm still gonna trust you. No matter what I say, God, I put my trust in you. I'm gonna do it. I'm still gonna trust. God, you're my healer. Yes, you are. I put my trust in you. I'm still gonna trust. I put my trust in you. I'm still gonna trust. I put my trust in you. This is my God, my healer. You're my healer. I'm still gonna oh yeah. You alone. I'm still gonna you know what tomorrow brings. Cause I put my trust in you. Oh yeah. You never lost your child. Never pay your bill. Never holding on. But you got to trust
You alone, I put my trust in you. So we still trust you. I still don't
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Get the harvest? Wonderful. We're gonna keep trusting. We miss Brother Keno. He was kind of been feeling too good and had his little dry cough sinus drain. So we pray that he do well.
Mm-hmm.
sound good.
We need a love like that.
Go ahead,
Should not bow your head for tonight, Baraka. Bless you, Lord. I got a kingdom giver, give us your Torah, the writings and the prophets, the bigger and the shy by that great spirit, and have commanded us a diligent teacher unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all this will say, Amen. This week's Parashah, we take Torah reading. Scripture will be taken from the book of Genesis, the 44th chapter, starting at the 18th verse, through the 47th chapter and the 27th verse. That is Genesis 44:18 through the 47th chapter and the 27th verse. That's how Torah read is taken from the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, starting at the 15th verse through the 28th verse. That is Ezekiel 37:15 through 28. This week's Parashah is Parashah 11, which is Vayigash, and it means and he approached. Our scripture reading will be taken from the Haftorah reading, which will be given by Shemash, Adam, ben Israel.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Scripture reading is taken from the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, 15 through the 22nd verse. That's Ezekiel 37, 15 through 22nd verse. And that's page 691 and 92. It says, the word of Adonai came to me. You human beings, take one stick and write on it, for Yehuda and those joined with him, among the people of Israel. Next, take another stick and write on it, for yourself the stick of Ephraim, and all the house of Israel who are joined with him. Finally, bring them together into a single stick, so that they become one in your hand. When your people ask you what all this means, tell them that Adonai Elohim says this: I will take the stick of Joseph, right, which is in the hand of Ephraim, together with the tribes of Israel, who are joined with him, and put them together with the stick of Yehuda, and make them a single stick, so that they become one in my hand. The stick on which you write are to be in your hand as they watch. Then say to them, the Adonai Elohim says, I will take the people of Israel from among the nations where they have gone, and gather them from every side, and bring them back to their own land. I will make them one nation in the land on the mountain of Israel. And one king will be king for all of them. They will no longer be two nations. They will never again be divided into two kingdoms. May God have a special blessing to the reading of this.
Amen.
All right. All right, we can get started here now, and see that as we follow through on what God is doing, still make the preparation, still get these things ready for us to go forth and to set up what He has promised. And He was just at the point now, kind of get things going the way He wanted to go. And of course, mankind, they got their attitudes and things going, and so you see that you gotta let those things work out as well too. But you know, God knows how to bring us all down to what He has said. See, when that stomach gets hungry and all that stuff there and everything, you do some changes. See, well, you won't exist at all. And so here we see that God, these boys, God has set up for something there with 12 tribes of Israel, okay? And one of them going forward, and here they are squabbling, scribbling among themselves, okay? Until the point where they're so mad and envy and everything that they want to kill somebody. Now that's terrible. Now that's bad. See? And that's why we need to get on this stuff quick, you know. That's why we don't have no room for no hatred and all that kind of stuff. Peace and love. See, that's the way it's got to operate. See? And all of them that got to have that hatred stuff there, it's fine for me. Hey, they can stay out. They don't have to have no part. Because it ain't gonna work anyway. It's like trying to mix water with oil. Can't do it. Yep. And so, better small and together, and all messed all up and never troubles. So here we see that here the boys coming down to Egypt, and they didn't even realize that they fulfilling the prophecy, they fulfilling what the dream that their brother had, and they weren't even aware of it. See? And that's where a lot of things, you know, you got to be very careful about this. You say and do here. And not only that, there too, you got to be careful about how sure your soul is sure about stuff. So these boys, they get caught in the trap. And we're gonna go to Genesis 44 and start reading the 13th verse there.
At this time, they tore their clothes from grief. Then each man loaded up his donkey and returned to the city. Yehuda and his brothers arrived at Joseph's house. He was still there, and they fell down before him on the ground.
Okay, let's stop here first of all. He says, read that first part again. What happened?
Says,
Yeah.
At this time, they tore their clothes from grief.
Now, what is our custom of tearing our clothes? What does that mean? Anybody know what that custom means? Yeah, it says something sad didn't happen. Something. What sad didn't happen? What sad didn't happen here? They fell into the trap.
About to cut,
Yeah,
wings.
that was the trap that they fell into. And they were just so sure. See, that's why I say, this is why, I kind of like the idea of what you get what you call it, unity, meeting here, so we can make sure that we're on the same line and sure, because it could be thinking that you verify that, you're assuming about something that ain't quite that way. See? Boy, when they came down and for a couple of things, what did they do? Boy, they really locked themselves into a trap. What were they doing? They were boasting.
Yep.
We ain't no thieves.
Yeah. They didn't know it was in there.
They did tell the truth.
Yeah.
But they was in.
But see, sometimes when we get so sure about ourselves, we go to, you didn't have to embellish it that much, but they embellish it. How do they embellish it?
It went off.
If you find, now see, they could just say, hey, you ain't gonna find it, that we ain't no thieves, and it comes up with it, but no, they couldn't leave it there. Yeah.
You be no place, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you by yourself, you can say all that. But if you with somebody else, you better just say one thing.
That's what I'm saying. See, but he called himself speaking up for his brother.
Yeah, because he figured he knew him.
Yeah. And he said, hey. Then he had it. If you find that in there, then you can do so. See, he could have kept his mouth quiet on that. That's what I'm talking about. See, you got to embellish it like that. See? And guess what? Like they was right. It looked like they were right. They went through, went through one brother saying down, nothing. Went through the other one, nothing. Got down to the last one. And the wrong one.
Oh, my brother, what have you done? But see, the thing about it, he talked like that they were the one that filled their bags with grain, and not the Egyptian. So, hey, if somebody else filling your bags, you don't know what they snuck in it.
At the airport, you pack your own bag.
Right. That's the truth.
Yep. Yeah. And that's what, and in Israel, they ask you been around that bag? Is that your bag?
Right.
And you been here all this time with it? You ain't turned your back on it.
Right.
Well, I did leave it there for about 30 minutes. I went back. Guess what? Guess what? You just lost that bag.
Yeah.
You just lost that bag.
Suspicion. Suspicion.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no chances.
they don't know what.
Anybody could have slipped something in that bag in
Yeah.
30 minutes while you was gone.
That bad boy's going right to the
Mhm.
to the
Disposal.
bomb thing. They got a bomb thing there today. They got everything. Put it in. Boom.
I don't think this bad is sick if they need. Hope somebody really come get it.
Yeah, that's true.
If they see it sitting there, why you?
Oh yeah. Most of the time, and see that's a credit for yourself, you know, and all like that. So they won't do it again. Because I remember I kind of drifted out just a little bit, you know, because we was looking for what you call it, and boy, you know, you come up there right quick, and says your bag done. Yeah, you know, yeah, gotta
Stick with 'em.
You gotta stay on over there, you know.
Our brother did too. Remember he went up there to get something?
Oh yeah,
He went there to get some candy.
yeah, donuts or something. Right.
They gonna give it back.
Yeah, sure. Cause you can't blame them, man. Hey, just fix some of them bags quick, man.
Yeah, you see when the bombs go off, so you understand why they doing that though.
Yeah, I understand fully.
Got nails and stuff on that.
Oh man.
So it be them kind of people around yesterday and our thing too. Those sticks up in there.
Yeah, you don't know who it is, man, because they all look alike. See, that's the thing, when it is, you know, you think the niggas, what's that wrong?
You can tell he's ready from another movie.
Right.
I'd be glad it's only just a bunch of black guys around. They still do something now.
It's like I said, when the guy gave us the wrong directions coming out of with the temple there, at the Wailing Wall, and we went down under the holies of holies there, and we got turned around in the wrong direction there, and we was going on up on the wall. On the temple out there, that was the wrong, but hey, they look the same. That's the guy gave us some robes and all that stuff, and then had his beard, and that, yeah, it's Palestinian. So, and you think, look, he's going in the right direction. He looks like that. He looks like he's in down. So, hey, you gotta go forward, you know, so you don't know which is which. You know, if you see some real bright ones in there or something, then you kind of got a real, some of them kind of got a good little color to them. So, at least that's my observation here when I was there. But nevertheless, here, these brothers are getting caught in the trap now. Open their mouth up, and all those things there. Now, what you gonna say? I heard you say that, well, they didn't pack it right. You gonna tell them folks that?
No.
You gonna tell them you just in bed for the food and everything, and you gonna tell them? Y'all the one that did this now.
No?
Well, it might be like, hey, Trump did that. Trump said the FBI the one that planted that.
Yeah.
Don Mar-a-Lago said the FBI the one that planted that stuff there.
Trump feel like he was.
Huh?
What stuff?
Those classified documents.
Trump feel like he bigger than anything anyway. So
So
I don't know how those got in my safe.
Yeah. They kicked that. Remember, he said it. The FBI kicked everybody out. Wouldn't let nobody. But That's how they do it though, man. You know, because I remember when they came on my house that time for the situation happened. Man, they wouldn't let me come in the house.
You ain't the king of your castle no more.
That's right. You can't come in. You can't come in there. They have a wife out there and the ex-wife had her out there and everything, and they was gonna get whatever they want to do.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Ain't a thing you can do about it.
Except for stand there and watch.
That's right. They said there. They were putting all that down. They asked me about my antenna. I said, is that legal and everything there? I said, if it is, I ain't going up there taking it down. I said, you want to go up there, well, we have
Yeah.
y'all gonna take the carpet too in the room there?
Hey, it's giving off static. We might.
Yeah. I have to just that embellish stuff too. It would be just them too much. Don't push it. Don't push the thing, you see.
Don't give no ideas.
Yeah. Cause things ain't in your favor.
That's right.
When they come to that point, when they go ask for that, things are not in your favor.
Not at all.
So, but anyway, these boys is caught in a trap. Now read on.
15th verse says,
Uh-huh.
Joseph said to them, how could you do such a thing? Don't you know that a man such as myself can learn the truth by divination? The Yehuda said, there's nothing we can say to my Lord. How can we speak? There is no way we can clear ourselves.
See that we're doing that. That's what we're doing. How you gonna say it? Y'all want to pack it and everything, so y'all want to slip it in there, which was true. Notice this, it was true.
It's not something you want to say though.
Yeah, but how you gonna say that to them? You're not. How you gonna tell that to them? You in their country and you're right, and y'all gonna blame me? Y'all gonna blame us? I'm with his head. I mean, so hey, the situation was set. Read on.
So God has revealed your servant's guilt. So here we are, my Lord's slave. Both we and also the one in whose possession the cup was found. But he replied, heaven forbid that I should act in such a way. The man in whose possession the goblet was found will be my slave.
Now notice here. Did you know what did they? The first thing that they said got him done, and so he rejected that. He said if you find it there, he will take us all to jail. I mean, he just didn't see. Yeah, he got everybody. So he said, no, so I ain't going by that thing. You don't set no rules. In other words, you let know you don't set no rules here. See? I'm the one that set the raw laws and stuff there. You know, I'm not going by what you say. Say the one that the couple's in, that's the one that's gonna have to pay. Oh Lord. Yeah. To be like I said, one son that took the wreck to dad's car one day, he's going to take him on to jail. He want to take him on to jail. Because
You're going to be in jail.
yeah, because he don't want to pay through dad anymore. Hey.
I seen a young girl get into an accident, and she was trying to get away. Finally the cops caught her, and she was like, just take me to jail. Y'all don't understand. You don't understand. She gonna kill me. She was like, this is my grandmother's car. Y'all don't understand.
And so we see here, they caught him in his trap. They let the old mob get him in trouble, but they were set up anyway. So I mean, it was, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. And my daughter said, "Karma, it was ready to come back home." And so there, you see here, how they gonna get out this trap? How they gonna get this thing going? So, 'cause I mean, like I said, they was all locked up and everything, and nothing, how you gonna get out of this? Yeah.
Well, there's the mercy of Joseph.
Yeah, of course. Okay. And where do you start reading that?
I'd like a little bit more in the last, on 17.
Okay, all right, finish reading that. Yeah.
Says the man in whose possession the goblet was found will be my slave. But as for you, go in peace to your father. On 17.
All right, see, they told him that, yeah. I ain't holding all y'all, I just want this one guy. And boy, that really got one uptight. And that was Yehuda. That really got him uptight. Why was he so mad about this? Why he was so upset? See, you're gonna get. Now, start reading 18th and 19th.
Okay. So then Yehuda approached Joseph and said, please, my lord, let your servant say something to you privately, and don't be angry with your servant, for you are like Pharaoh himself.
Oh,
My lord asked his servant, do you have a father or a brother? We answered, my lord, we have a father who is an old man and a child of his old age, a little one whose brother is dead, so that of his mother's children he alone is left, and his father loves him. But you said to your servant, bring him down to me, so that I can see him. You said 19.
yeah. Okay. So here we see that he started pleading his case, and notice what he said. He admitted that you the Lord, you the master. Never say what you ain't gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Never get so pumped and high mind and everything there that you think, that's why I said we have to be careful what we say to people and how the attitude that we had. Like I told you whatever you do on their job, then they taught me a lesson and everything, and then I started saying yes sir and smiled and said it to the Jonathan and whoever, because they would change stuff around and I cut me like mad, man. How lean or something like that. They had it going on. Yeah, they were downside and stuff. Man, you never know who knew you were working with and everything for and all that stuff. So I mean, you have to be careful what you talking about and everything. Like I said, I got to look my mouth and everything. Next thing I know, this guy come in and he was my boss's boss.
Yeah, but that company that do that, he might be a spy.
Well, see, they what they do, they reshuffle everything around. I think they did that in Tulsa's public school. Some of them guys they had too many chiefs and all that. They changed all that stuff. Yeah. It's too top heavy.
Downside.
Right. And so here we see now he's making this plea trying to get out of his trap. So, now you say you read the 20? Okay, so he, and that was part of him reading. He's trying to get on the sympathy I know you Lord and Master. He was treating me. He said this here, but you don't understand the situation. Yeah, I do too. My golden garbage, y'all trying to. I done treated y'all nice and everything, yeah, and now y'all trying. Yeah, it's still fucking. Yeah, but that ain't the situation here. Now, go to Genesis 37. Keep your spot there, and then go to Genesis 37:20. And we're gonna kind of see why Judah was so upset, and why Judah was the one that came forth that. Y'all remember that in the time before, when the dream was first brought out and everything, Judah was one of the ones that said, "Hey, I'll never." I know what your dream said, and I understand it right. But if you think I'm gonna bow down to you, you got another thing coming. I'm never gonna bow down to you. There he is squabbling. There he is begging. Yeah, trying to get out of the situation then. What situation is he in? Trying to get out of it. You get that Genesis 37:20?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
He says, the sticks on which you write are to be in your hand as they watch.
No, Genesis 37. Genesis 37.
And I knew I went to Ezekiel.
I know it.
I was wondering, like, what two sticks got to do with Genesis?
You said it, I said, oh, no.
37.
Yeah, Genesis.
I was like, I don't remember no two sticks in Genesis.
All right, now I got it.
Okay.
37:20.
Uh-huh.
He said, so come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of the water systems here. Then we'll say some wild animals devoured him. We'll see then what becomes of his dream.
Uh-huh. That's it. We're going to see now what becomes of his dream. They resented that dream because they understood what that dream was saying. That dream was saying that, hey, you're going to be the choice one, and you're going to be the one that's going to stand up, and we all going to have to subjugate ourselves to you. And that ain't what I'm going to do. I mean, you even better. And so now he even come to this conclusion here to get rid of it and see what, not to say that I'm going to get rid of you, so I don't have to be fooling with you, but I'm going to see what that dream, and see, that's where he messed up. Who gave Joseph that dream? Yeah. So who was he messing with when he was challenging that dream?
Yeah.
Mistake. A mistake. And that's what people do a lot of, when you don't know what you're talking about, when you don't know, you just simply got around, and that's what you're doing. See? That's it. See? You don't know what you know. So, people come up, bring up some stuff that I don't know what that. Hey, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not to tell you. Don't let your mouth run off.
Amen.
That's what I'm saying. Don't let your mouth run off and get you in the trap and get you tired. Then you stuck there too powerful and everything to let down or be corrected. Right. Been there, done that too and everything. That's why you better be careful about that. Okay? And so that was his problem was. See? Now, go back to Genesis 44 and keep reading.
21st says, but you said to your servant, bring him down to me so that I can see him. We answered, my Lord, the boy can't leave his father. If he were to leave his father would die. You said to your servants, You will not see my face again unless your brother is with you. We went up to your servant, my father, and told him what my Lord had said. But when our father said, go again and buy us some food, we answered, we can't go down, only if our youngest brother is with us will we go down. Because we can't see the man's face unless our youngest brother is with us. Then your servant, my Lord, said, my father said to us, you know that my wife bore me 2 sons. The one went out from me, and I said, surely he has been torn to pieces, and I haven't seen him since. Now, if you take this one away from me too, and something happens to him, you will bring my gray hair down to show with grief. So now, if I go to your servant, my father, and the boy isn't with us, seeing how his heart is bound up with the boy's heart, when he sees that the boy isn't with us, he will die. And your servant will bring the gray hair of your servant, our father, down to Sheol.
All right, so now he's pleading this case. Probably bowing down, prostrating himself, and say, you understand about this here. Okay? You picked the wrong one. Of all the brothers, you picked Benjamin. How did Joseph know to pick Benjamin? Did he know about all these other things? Did he know? See? But he knew that the situation was and who Benjamin was. Who was Benjamin? See? Well, they all was brothers. What's so special about Benjamin?
They were full.
Huh?
Full of brothers.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Benjamin was the other one that was born of Raquel.
Yeah.
His beloved. See? And so naturally he had that love for him and everything, you know. So he said, hey, bring him down there. He said, you don't understand. If we don't go back with him, we're gonna be in trouble with our father. We rather stay down here. And you let him go back and hey. No, it's not fair. That Joe said, no, you ain't going back. No. He's staying down and y'all going back. Ain't no need you trying to plead everything and get on out of here. and so that's one of the tough situations to get out of. See? But what happened? Read on. Start reading.
30 seconds.
You at the 32nd? Okay, you know, dude.
My servant myself guaranteed his safety. I said, if I fail to bring him to you, then I will bear the blame before my father forever.
Now, there you go. That's why Judah was talking so much noise. That's why Judah was talking. Because he had promised his father, Yaakov. Now, I'll personally take care of it. See, Judah was always a big mouth anyway, you know. See? I'll personally take care of it. See? And if it don't, hey, my life. See? And I'm pretty sure, just like Judas Iscariot. No, not Judas Iscariot, but Peter. When Peter told Mashiach, see, I'll die for you. He been here at that time, didn't he? Didn't he mean it? Yeah. But after that lady come along, he said, yeah, you one of them. Something changed. Yeah. I guess he got that peak man then. Ooh, you got to deny all kind of ways. Just that quick. But we see here that Judah had to go through some experiences. So he had to go through some stuff with his sons. See? And some stuff that didn't happen to him, see? And learned him over some years and everything. And so now we see here he's got to deal with that. So I rather stay down here with y'all. Read on, let's see what happens.
33 says, therefore, I beg you, let your servant stay as a slave to my Lord instead of the boy.
You see that? They're going, hey, I rather stay down here just say to go back and face my daddy. Now, where was that attitude out when they had the attitude about Joseph? Where was that at?
He didn't care about that. He didn't care about that.
If they was that way there, they would have never done what they did to Joseph.
They hatred for the brother was more of a concern than
Exactly.
father's feelings.
They didn't care about what they had, the life they did and all of it. Now all of a sudden now, he's worried about it. And if I go back there and tell him man I don't have it, that's gonna kill the old man. His dad was 130 years old. He said, oh yeah, that's gonna wrap him on up. That's gonna send him on out of here. And then that's gonna be on me all the time. And then plus you don't know if your mom said it. Your life is. And so I'll just stay down here and let them go back. That was his solution to the thing. But read on. Let's see.
Let your servant stay as a slave to my Lord instead of the boy, and let the boy go up with his brothers. For how can I go up to my father if the boy isn't with me? I couldn't bear to see my father so overwhelmed by anguish. That's all that chapter.
Yeah, that's all that chapter. There you go.
Keep going.
Now we see that that was a touching story. And it finally got his brother's attention. And what was it that really got his attention? But really got it because all of them, he playing games with them. He said, they have changed of heart. These are the same brothers that I grew up around. Because if it was, and especially the Judah, oh yeah, they were so busy. They were so busy without down the quick. Yeah, keep him and everything, and let us go on back and we'll tell the truth and say that this, they could have went back and told the father that, and this was true this time, right? Right. Hey. That Egyptian down there kept him in. What you want us to do? We couldn't fight the whole Egyptian. They thought they were really dealing with an Egyptian. But he did have a position. He was second in power to everybody except Pharaoh. And especially things that had to do with the food. And that's what that whole situation was about. And something changed in Joseph's heart. That was always been there. he never hated his brother. He actually loved him. But he loved his father too. He had to give a right report. They was down there running off, and they were lazy and all that. He had to give a truthful report about it. And the wars, of course, the wars, they say the evil report comes, you know. It was always against them. But nevertheless, now they don't. So now you go to Genesis 45, the next, and you start reading there, the first verse.
At last, Joseph could no longer control his feelings in front of his attendants and cried, "Get everybody away from me." So no one else was with him when Joseph revealed to his brothers who he was. He wept aloud, and the Egyptians heard, and Pharaoh's household heard. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is it true that my father is still alive?"
Now notice this. When Judah told the story about what had happened, he said, well, he's already lost one of his children. Yeah, y'all had to do with it. Y'all had to do with this.
Well, Joseph was like, he did. Well, how did he lose him?
Yeah. Hey.
Wow,
I don't know about what happened to
Oh,
it.
wow, animal ate him. He did.
Right. So that's what y'all went back and told him. See, because he didn't know nothing about what they had went back and told the father. He didn't know nothing about the story about the animal. He done took his garment. He didn't know nothing about that. Because he was sold off to them. And that's the same thing he did. You don't know about all the things, you know, about, hey, you gotta be very careful, you know. You're not so sure you know everything. So we want y'all ain't lying to me. Because apparently y'all had to tell a lie.
Yeah, they seen how hard it hurt their father after the fact.
Yeah.
They didn't want to, go through the same thing. So they said, we can't take our father through it, and I don't think he'll be able to make it.
Yep. And that was a keynote. And so that love and that coming out on him, and everything. And so he thought, and he couldn't be shown weakness and sin, because of position and everything. And so he made all the Egyptians and everything in order to get out. Because he got to reveal himself to his brothers. So how did he do that? Because they've been around him all along. That's another thing. How did they couldn't tell that he was their brother?
I ain't seen him in what, 20-something years, 30 years?
22. Yeah.
And he wearing his Egyptian.
What was he, like 15 when he left?
Yeah, he was 22 years.
It's kind of hard, you know.
Oh, yeah,
But what I'm saying is that if it's not what they said, the Egyptians, they Hamites.
yeah.
Oh, you going down that road, are we, rather?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that let you know something here. That let us know something here.
I'm saying he was dressed like the Egyptian too. They had a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
Wigs, so
Eyeshadow and all.
They gave him a different look.
They shaved and bald, so he was clean.
Yeah, but you can't share your color dye.
Well, no.
If you white,
Right now.
They hadn't seen him in so long.
Right.
When you don't see somebody in a long time, you ain't thinking, they ain't thinking that their brother, and that,
Right. And they ain't, no, he said, no, we know Joseph can't be a powerful man like this.
There you go. So he got a hard task to prove who he is. See? And naturally, he just tell him, I'm your brother and everything. That's gonna really get him scared of, you know.
Oh, all you gotta do is, yeah, I'm your brother. The one you sold. Nobody else knew he was sold except for them.
But he had another way to prove that. See? Yes, it. We kicked them all out of there, and all the brothers there, and he dropped his pants. Circumcision.
Well, opened his robe.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I see y'all pants right on. Whatever garment he had on here, he revealed himself unto us, you know. And that's what most of people conclude in the fact that
But see, they could have said, they could have said, okay, now how we know that you're Joseph though? You could be another Hebrew.
Like I said, the only people who knew he was sold was.
But see, right, but see, I'm saying, you know, that they probably had some old Hebrews somewhere, you know, in there as slaves.
Yeah, but you know too much about it.
Right. That was a telltale there.
Yeah.
And so he knew to pick Joseph, he knew to pick Benjamin, and not only those things there, but that was the sealing thing that did it, and those things there. And then he was able to identify each one in their lineage,
Right.
and who was this and who was that,
Right.
and who was this. And so they say, hey, man,
Yeah.
Egypt gonna know all this. Ain't no Egypt gonna know it. They say, hey.
Yeah, he probably.
Sometimes I've been talking to people in the thing, and they have to start thinking about their family. They say, man, so and so. And where was he at, you know, part of the family? Let me get there now. Yeah, I think he might have been the sixth brother or something.
And see, and he probably, you know, went back and told his dreams about, you know, what really got him all upset. He said, now you remember I told my father and you all my dream? What y'all showed?
Oh yeah, that's it.
He mentioned that at 5. He mentioned that in the 5th verse.
Oh.
Yeah. Almost I mean, I want you to see the situation they was in. And that's exactly what happens to us here, folks. That's what's sick. That's one of the things that get us in trouble. It's like you cannot just, you know, we need God's Torah, we need God's law, you know. That's why you see how they want people to not keep these laws and they want it out there. See? You know, because, you know, that just steals you and cuts you off and make you think something that there and it's not that way and everything. We cannot fall for those things, and we got to understand and don't limit God in what he does. Okay? Here, read on.
It says, is it true that my father is still alive? His brothers couldn't answer him. They were so dumbfounded at seeing him.
Oh, they were dumbfounded, all right.
Yeah, they like pass in front of all the evening Indians.
Yeah, right, exactly, right.
And he was still alive, standing in front of us.
And not only that,
Yes, no.
get this, right. They was there bending on knees and
Right.
Thinking that life was on the line.
calling him Lord. Don't get that wrong. They were calling him Lord.
Now,
Yeah, like Pharaoh to us.
They're not the dream thing.
Yeah.
now, what did the dream say?
They were there like,
No, not only that. He said they was in the field
Yep.
gathering grain,
That's right, sure.
and his grain stood up, and the rest of their grains bowed down to him.
That's exactly
Now,
right.
what was he in charge of?
Right?
And they came to get what?
Grain. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I bet everything about we gotta just leave here and go along and some new life somewhere else. We ain't gotta go back. Keep on going.
with all that stuff, and your words all flash back and everything too when you're in that situation there too. And she said, boy, Joseph,
What we sold?
yeah, we did send him down there to the wedding, and they was on their way down to Egypt. Oh,
I can hear Ruben. Hey man, I came back for you, but you was gone.
I was in your corner now.
Yeah, man. You know.
Ruben the only one could say that.
Yeah, I came back for you, man, but he was gone.
We in trouble. See? Read on, let's do that.
The fourth verse says, Joseph said to his brothers, please come closer. And they came closer. He said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt.
Oh, man! Now, how in the world, get this now, how in the world a Egyptian, because to them he was still he was Egyptian, and because to get a part of that, so he had to be in a high position and everything now. And so, how does man gonna know about we selling something? Yeah. So man, I mean, the more he opened his mouth, the more they start shrinking. Boy, he got us. Oh man. Oh boy. Read on.
But don't be sad that you sold me into slavery. Here, sold me into slavery here, are angry at yourselves, because it was God who sent me ahead of you to preserve life. The famine has been over the land for the last 2 years, and for yet another 5 years, there will be neither ploughing or harvest. God sent me ahead of you to ensure that you will have descendants on earth and to save your lives in a great deliverance.
All right, so notice it. So I think one brother was saying that, well, they could just take off and go somewhere else. No, they want to live somewhere else, but they had to come down. And so he let them know that if you're thinking about running off on us and don't have to come back down here no more, this thing is just not getting started.
I am the master of grain.
Yeah. And y'all want to come back down here. Because a year's time, boy, a year's time is a long time.
He said 5 more years with no plow and reaping.
Right, that's right. So that idea going on off of we're just going on some other country. We ain't going back down there no more. Now they got line coming. No. You got to come back down here. Guess what? Because some countries you come going to, they come down here. Now all of them countries, all around there was coming down to Egypt. Yeah, that's how God do. When God do something, and those things there, hey, that's right. It's locked in and it's sealed. So, after he don't reveal himself, boy, they really in trouble. They really scared now. See, and read on just a little more there.
So it was not you who sent me here, but God. And he has made me a father to Pharaoh, Lord of all his household, and ruler over the whole land of Egypt. Hurry, go up to my father and tell him, here is what your son Joseph said. God has made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down to me, don't delay. You will live in the land of Goshen and be near me. You, your children, your grandchildren, flock, herd, everything you own. I will provide for you there so that you won't become poverty stricken. You, your household, and all that you have, because 5 years of famine are yet to come.
All right, so boy, he done told him, I know what y'all had in mind and those things there, but I want you to do this here, and y'all want to deal with me. You ain't just, and so now he done gave them orders what they got to do, and you got to go down and face that old man that you done lied to and all those things, and get this straight because I'm lying.
And how do you go back and tell your dad 30 years later, you sold your son into slavery?
We lied to you about him being dead.
All this time, making your father grieve with this shit.
I'm wondering if somebody got hit with a staff. I'm really am.
Right. I agree.
I'm serious. I wonder if somebody had to get hit with a staff.
Hey, you probably swinging.
But dear folks, all these things is part of our trials and what we do. And so we got to be really careful about it because we want to go to now go to 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. We're going to start reading the 12th verse. 1 Peter 4, and start reading the 12th verse.
Dear friend, don't regard as strange the fiery ordeal occurring among you to test you, or if something extraordinary will happen to you, rather to the extent that you share the fellowship of the Messiah's suffering. Rejoice so that you will rejoice even more when the Shekinah is revealed.
Now notice here, what it was saying here, and trying to let us know that just because of these things here happen, sometimes just tough things happen to us. That's part of our idea. What was one of the tough things that happened to yourself after you got sold and went down to Potiphar's house? Huh?
He was sexually assaulted.
What do you call it?
You a false
sexual harassment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was sexually harassed.
falsely accused.
Yeah. You got down there.
And then
He's doing a good job and all those things there. Do you know who he wound up marrying?
His daughter,
Huh?
Potiphar's daughter.
That's right. The woman that tried to, get him, the wife that tried to get him, he wound up marrying her daughter.
I know. And she,
Married,
she was jealous.
and,
Yeah, but them people over there in Britain, they won't admit who their mama is.
they got that all this. That's something. That was one of the reasons why I was talking about it. How could they not tell the difference between, because the ones that talk about the Israelites now and talk about Ephraim and Manasseh, because that was out of that union of Joseph. And Ephraim and Manasseh look like them? Is that true?
Hey, it all depends on who
They
definition.
told me that I could not be. They told me I could not be it.
Yeah.
Could be what? Israel.
They is right.
Because, United States, Ephraim, and
Yeah,
Britain.
right. See, they did. And Britain is
Manasseh.
Manasseh. No, that's is that Armstrong?
Yeah.
So they Hamites then.
Who?
So they have Hamite. That's how you get them.
I know that's exactly
That's exactly how. So you have
Hamite
Hamite then. They don't like, nobody likes to be called Hamite.
I was
For some
down
reason.
there, I was down there to the camp. I was down there to the camp, they had a big camp meeting down there. So I told them, well, we used to go out, we spread ourselves out and did a lot of things, but I went to this one camp they had down there, they had them all in there, and they had these guys down there, they said they were Josephites. And that, they were Ephraimites and Menashes, and they that's what they were bragging about. They kind of looked at me and said, "Well, who are you?" So I was like, I said, "I'm Israel. I'm Israel." No. No.
No, little nigga boy.
So I asked, I said, "Well, tell me something." I said, "Tell me who your mama is." I said, "Tell me who your mama is." Oh, and
What they say?
at first they didn't quite know what I was saying about who my mom is.
I
said, you say that you are Josephites. That means that you are from Joseph. And that's why they go two boys were from that. Who was your mama? And
No, it clicked. The light bulb clicked on, didn't it?
he clicked on. Oh, boy, they got me. Oh, now you want to start that. I said, you want to start this, not me.
See, that's the argument. They don't like that.
I was here all thinking that we were all the same, we're all the same. At that time, there was a meeting of the two houses, the two house covenant. That was talking about that, and there was a group there, and so they said that we gotta get ourselves together so we can mix with the Jews, and so we can put these two sticks together. I mean, that was their idea, and they call it two house covenant.
They just realized they was the wrong stick.
But see, a lot of them saying, okay, we took out Joseph. They saying Joseph was the white one.
And so I just asked them, and then that's why I got that. And when they started talking all that stuff, then I said, well, your mom is Hamite. They knew what I was talking about then. I didn't have to say the word. When I said that there, they knew it. Like, there you go. I said, what do you mean? I'm just telling you the truth. You said I was bragging about who you is and everything there, and look at me and stuff.
You can't be.
Right, you tell me how I can't be.
But you be surprised how many people think the Egyptian is white.
And that's why I said you got to pay attention to the definition, because I even found where they try to say that the Hamites are not necessarily black. I'm like, well, how the heck that happened?
I know. It's all they're the one that coined it. When we do our Black history, they're the one that coined that chart that we have there and say that these are it and these are those. And then all of a sudden now, and then when I made the mention about the Hamites and all those stuff there, and then that's when I asked them a question. They would say, well, they tried to throw that. Well, we go along with the daddy, so yeah, he might have married a Hamite and all that stuff and all that. I said, okay. I said, then tell me why the brothers couldn't discern that he was not a Hamite. Mm-hmm. I said, if he look like you, and he your color, it should have stuck right on.
Thank you. He stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I don't care if you haven't seen him in years.
Everybody in the room is dark skinned, and here is one white
Yeah,
dude standing
right.
up there.
So y'all got a problem all the way around. I said, I don't have no problem. I said, if you want to call yourself an Israelite, fine. I don't have no problem with that. I said, but don't tell me, don't come up come up with this definition saying who can't be and all. And I not only that, but I tell our Hebrew Israelite brothers that the same thing. So don't be coming up trying making a judgment about those things. Be careful when you make judgments about it. You might wind up there like Judah and all. Hey, you might.
It's true.
See? You gotta that's why peace and love has to work. See? Not hatred and not envy, because that's what got me into trouble in the first place. See? And so we see, now read on there.
Okay,
To the land.
at the 14th,
Mm-hmm.
it says, if you are being insulted because you bear the name of the Messiah, how blessed are you? How blessed you are. For the spirit of the Shekinah, that is the spirit of God, is resting on you. Let none of you suffer for being a murderer, or a thief, or an evildoer, or a meddler in other people's affairs. But if anyone suffers for being a messianic, let him not be ashamed, but let him bring glory to God by the way he bears his name.
There you go. You know, and so people can say whatever they want to say, and I've had guys come in and they want to talk about Mansfield, and they were saying all this stuff in and talking all that stuff in. Yeah, you get money, you get paid on top of that old man, and you still doing it, you still hang around. I thought you been and cut him off, run him off. I said, what do you mean, run him off? What are you talking about? I said, this man here, see, you don't understand what this man is to me. All these years I've been going on, people been lying to me. Tell them about all this other stuff that got me running around here. See, hollering about Christmas and celebrating Christmas and all this season there, hollering about, I want white Christmas and all that. No, that's yeah. Crazy. God was doing all this kind of ignorant stuff and then, run around the eggs and all that. I said, this man come along with the Air Force salad. Like I said, well, we was killing the salad. I'm just talking about just kind of breaking it here and there. We was killing it.
It was an ordinary day.
That was the main day we did all our washing, packing, we did everything.
Yeah.
Getting ready, right. To keep the Sabbath.
Yeah, we killed both days.
We were farmers, We worked all in 7 days, but Sunday we didn't have to work.
Is that right?
No, we didn't have to work on Sunday.
And boy, that little boy, we were just, and then when the truth comes, hey, I had to face all that. And I did it though. See? And as I said before, we had one cousin that, we did her bad. I ain't should be lying about it. We did her bad, yeah. Like I said, not only that, we got this when she stayed out on the corner there and everything in there. They had talked so much stuff there, we wouldn't even walk by the house, we'd run by it. I literally run by it.
Hey, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you're talking about. We had an old little white lady used to live around the corner from me. And everybody growing up, everybody used to say she was a witch. She did walk around with a witch's hat on, but she always stayed to herself. She always had dark makeup around her eyes, and every time we was little kids, we didn't walk on her property.
Right. But then, boy, we came to the real truth of things, just like this boy was there. Come to the real truth of it, hey, you gotta go back to church. But that's one of the things that I'm really happy that I got a chance.
Amen.
Before she died, everything, I got a chance to go back and talk to her. And tell her she was right. And I was wrong. And at least get that straight. Some other folks I didn't get a chance to, they died before I got a chance to. But she was the one that died, and I was glad of that. Because I'm telling you, that do take some Parashah. And so these boys here, they done did those things. So God lets us go through these trials and these tribulations and everything here to see what we're going to stick with. Everything go along smooth and everything, you know. Like I said, Joseph had to go through all this stuff for him to get braver. And not only that, but even if he got thrown in prison, what happened to him?
You got
God was treating him nicely in prison and everything there. And so these two guys came along. One was a cup maker, the other was a baker.
They want them tripping them dreams.
Cup hole, right. And so they told his dream and stuff, and he interpreted their dream, and it happened there. And so Joseph said to the cupbearer, remember me, let the king know when you're the officer president. You got him some man down here, you know. I'm winding up in jail because I did right. Not that he did wrong, he did right. Yeah? The lady, she had, you know, she wasn't gonna have it. You know who I am, you can't reject me.
She couldn't control herself.
No, yeah, to run out of this garment there, but she was gonna have her way. And then after she got, that's another one of those things when we get caught. What you gonna say? How you gonna get out of it?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, she turned the script on.
She came on to me. Really? Really slave? She came on to you really slave?
Right. Yeah, right. And she got your coat.
Yeah.
She got and done tore everything, you know, done all everything, and she probably tore her garment too, other things and everything. And you gonna
So you got the tears flowing in the.
right? Then she
He
got
tried to
Okay, slave.
you in trouble.
Yeah. You lucky you ain't end up in the gallows.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Your business, like what you said.
follow the mercy of the court.
Yeah.
Have mercy, Lord.
So when these things happen, you know, you say, well, why would things happen to him and all those things there and all that? He didn't really deserve those things there, but these are things for us to teach a lesson, you know. He no doubt thought about all that things and all that stuff, and that's why he was ready to forgive his brothers and to do those things there. See? You know, he said, yeah, I know. Y'all did evil. I know that y'all have an evil mind, because y'all done told me that more than once. Y'all was, see? He said, but it was God that did. See? And I tell folks that, you know, and yeah. He said, you ain't never had nobody lie to you and all. I said, oh, yeah, all the time. See? All the time. But nevertheless, you know, we've got to hold integrity about those things. And so just like I told him, and then you got you ain't got rid of, yeah, I mean, why you pay your tithe to him and all that stuff there?
What's it to you?
Exactly right. That's what I told him. I said, you don't understand. I said, well, no, he told me, he said, he ain't doing right with that money. He already take that money there and trying to do this and trying to do that. I said, what does that have to do with me? That's what I told him. I said, what does that have to do with me? What? I said, whatever you do with the money ain't got a thing to do with me. I said, I haven't found it in the soil, anywhere. See? When Abraham gave that tithe, see? to Melchizedek, he told him what to do with it. I ain't seen it in there. If it is, somebody tell me. Show me where it's at in there. Hmm? And he gave a tithe of everything. He had done. Not just his farm stuff, and not just the growth, everything he had. And had the other. And I see nowhere where he did not. You take this in, and you know, you do this. No, you tell him what to do. Now, I'm saying that to say this here. You got to be very careful about those things there because these are trials that you have to go through. But I know what God blessed me with and carried me through those things. You know, yeah, it was terrible. You know, things that happened to me and all those things. You know, I think about all those things. You know, but all in all, I say it was still God's will. You know, just like I don't think I'd be here right now doing this if I hadn't had that car wreck. Right, not too far from here. I don't think because my mind certainly wasn't to do this. And I have not been Ella Backfield, couldn't get away from him. And all those things there. And now I'm just like Joseph. Hey, I'm thankful. And like he was thankful. Okay? And that's what Peter's saying. He's from. We need to think back over those things there. Yes, tragic things happen to us and bad things happen, but don't give up on God. Don't let the devil change you and trick you out of those things. See? Why should I wait at the time when I was going through the troublous time and trial, when things were really tough, and I still did those things there, and now I get where I got a little clean, I got a little room, and then I'm going to let down? No! I thought I'm going to even get more stronger. See? I'm not going to let him rob me of that situation. Therefore, we've got to be firm on those things there. Don't sell out, you know, and take these trials as lessons for us to get better. Not worse, huh? Mm-hmm. See? Not to draw back and then being unfaithful, that's more faithful than we should be. Read on to the 19th verse.
17 says, but the time has come for the judgment to begin. It begins with the household of God. And it starts with us. What will be the outcome? No, what will be the outcome? What will be the outcome? What will the outcome be?
Yeah, right.
For those who are disobeying God's good rules.
There you go. And that's what he was saying. Don't sell out. And that's what Elamac taught, and that's what he needed to steal. He said, buy the truth and sell it not. And I said, what that mean? What that mean? What are you talking about? And then he finally explained it to me. See? You buy the truth and you do those things, you make a stand and all those things there, and then you're going, you know, sell out on any little easy thing come along, you're going to sell out on it? Go away from it? They put out a little BB gun on you, and then you flop and go.
He said, you can't send the BB gun, how you going to send the big one?
There you go. That's exactly right. That's why I said, go through the horn, to get a definition of the horn. They don't go through the on the big one in there. Yeah. You go to the little horn, the little side first, and then when you start coming out, then it's going to get better for you. It's going to get easier for you. Okay? How in the world, see, I can afford to pay my tithes and do all those offerings and do all those things there, God, and when I ain't got that much, and then when I get on up later on, when I do have a little bit right, I can't do it then. Something wrong somewhere. You know, that's buying the truth, selling it not. See, so don't sell out. Now, These trials and everything is to keep us strong, because you never know who's gonna need that. When he got reunited with his brothers, he had to count on that. See, he thought about how he was mistreated and how he did all those things, yeah. And it was God that done those things, and so that helped him to understand his brothers now. And say, okay, yeah. They have changed. See? They have for him. And it's for the better. See? And therefore now he's ready to do it and to help them out. He said, don't be angry. See? Don't go down there and be discussing all these things, what's going on here. He said, I know, because you let all the enemy, don't worry about those things there. These trials, these tribulations come to test us to see if we're going to hang in there. I'm not saying it don't mean that way, but I get to think about all these things and all the situations, and that's why I say, hey, I can't change. I can't give up. I can't go back. Okay? Because I count on all these other things there. I think there was a song out there by, what's her name? She sang Tithes and Offerings to Shirley, that's her name. Like, she had a song out, that's one I'm talking about. She had a song out, I can't turn back. No, and no, she was talking about she was ready to give up, and she was ready to turn back. And then that's and she said she got to think about.
He been too good for you.
Yeah, she said she got to think about, hey, he helped me when I was down here. He did this here when I was down there. And give up your man. I can't give up. I ain't going back. I ain't giving. I ain't going back. She said no. And so he would let them know here. Don't y'all change your mind. Don't you get an attitude here. See, about after you done, because you got to go back to your father. And that's a little journey. That was they didn't just hop in their cars or hop on an airplane, and they was back, to their country. So whenever they went on her, it took a while. They told me at one time here, it's kind of hard for me to believe that, it was a 2-week trip to go from Tulsa to Kansas City. It was a 2-week trip.
Horse way.
That's right, Horse way, right. So if y'all, when you gonna go visit from the relatives up there in Kansas City, and all that was a 2-week journey. See? But now, you just hop in the car. What? 3-4 hours? See? Yeah, you there. Or you catch a plane. 45 minutes. 45 minutes to go. You there. You ain't got a lot of time to let a whole lot of things go. So what I'm saying is that we weigh the good things, we weigh the trials of those things there, and say, I hung in there. I did this, and I did that, and I stayed faithful. Why am I giving up now? So they say, don't let that bother you. You go down there and you tell my father, all those things there. And by the way, if you're thinking about it, as I was saying, if you think about it, saying, I ain't going back down there, that old guy, he ain't gonna do that. Y'all got 5 more years. Y'all got 5 more years of this. You got 5 more years of this to go. See? So you better go down there and tell them the truth and those things there, and know that God is the one that has used me to set up. See? And even my daddy, when he comes down here, he's gonna be subject to me, just as a dream showed. Just as a dream showed. See? God is always for family. Once they united back, see, now you can go to Ezekiel 37. We'll get this wrapped up. and see what God's attitude is. Yeah, exit. Let me see. Ezekiel 37, starting at 16th verse.
You human being,
Mm-hmm.
take one stick and write on it for Yehuda and those joined with him among the people of Israel. Next, take another stick and write on it for yourself, the stick of Ephraim, and all the household of Israel who are joined with him. Finally, bring them together in a single stick so that they become one in your hand. When your people ask you what all this means, tell them that Adonai Elohim says this: I will take the stick of Yosef, which is in the hand of Ephraim, together with the tribe of Israel, who are joined with him, and put them together with the stick of Yehuda, and make them a single stick, so that they become one in my hand. The sticks on which you write are to be in your hand as they watch.
All right, so here we see that God is for a union. You know, that was one of the things that I liked, and I got cooked on, and I hate. That's it. When Elohim came, gave us a day start, and gave us that design and those things there. That's the thing that sold me on. All that I read, a star that the Jews use and those things there, they'll tell you right off the bat, that is for Jewish. That's for Jews. They'll tell you that. And they'll portray Judah. I looked it up when I did the track. And when they first told me, they wanted to call it, instead of the land of Israel, they wanted to call it the land of Jews, or the Jewish land. And that's part of the protocol. And there was another resolution, 181. When you look up in those things there, and that's what they want, when they pause their land, that's what they see as homeland for the Jews. Only. The Elohim come and say, hey, no, that's not the way it's going to be. The final going to be, that's going to be a redo. We got that separation because of wrongdoing. See? Solomon messed that up for us, even though Solomon did a good thing. See? He built the house of God and everything, and did those things there. God chose him to do those things there. But God told him also, don't stray from my law. Keep my commandments. Keep my precepts. See? And his precept was, don't add wives to wives. Don't get a multitude of wives.
Especially false gods and idols too. He had that in there too.
Well, if he wouldn't have had all the wives, he probably wouldn't have get into the idols.
That's what I'm talking about. See, if he's better let them alone, and get that one wife and everything. Oh, how many wives did he have?
700.
300 and then 700.
Say that again.
300 wives and 700 concubines.
Just the opposite.
700 wives.
Yeah, 700 wives, 300 concubines.
That was a tired man.
Sure
That's why
would.
he died early.
You know how old he was when he died? You know how old Solomon was when he died? He's 60.
Yeah, he had to have a separate house.
So we see here that God, it says, and that's what the branches do. That's what we are all about. See?
All the house.
And that's what I tell folks. When they ask when all that, they say, well, you did. I say, hey, I'm for the whole house of Israel. And good, brother. Really. Thank you. That's why I was going down there to that conference that they had, all those things there. They had the conference out there, and they had people out there, and they was talking about the 2 house conference and all those things there, man. And I, you know, and I was going down there. I thought I wasn't gonna see no Indian, nobody like me. Man, I got down there, and there it was. They down there telling me what I can't claim and all that stuff there, and they've been claiming good. And then when they find out what they really claim, they don't want what they. Yeah. I said, we ain't ready for this. But y'all said the time come, we might have a family reunion. Okay? God's gonna do that. So why are we sitting here judging one another and coming up with all these things here? Y'all said they're gonna be envy, and there he is. See? Yet still, the bottom line of it is the peace and love. See? And that's what it's gonna take. Just as we see Joseph and all that trouble that they did to him, he still loved his brothers. He still had love for them. See? And they got reunited back, and God said that the whole house of it. See, I'm gonna get the whole house back. That ain't been happening right now, you know? But it's on the way. It's still God's plan, and still ain't out of it. So therefore, in closing for the day, hatred and envy destroys the family. See? We're a family, but if we let hatred and envy get in there, it'll destroy the family. Just as they did those brothers. But love can rebuild it if we have a change of heart. Can have a change of heart. See? You gotta want to be around it. You gotta want this thing to happen. You gotta know. Well, I can always go somewhere else. Okay. If that's it, then hey. But if you want that thing to go forth and you want those things here, you know, and you just told him, and this is what we have to understand, sometimes you don't have no choice. And that's exactly what Joseph told his brothers. You can't go nowhere else. It's hard to understand that. Sometimes it's hard for us to understand that you can't go nowhere else and get that. But that's the way God had that set up. They couldn't go nowhere else but Egypt. There was nobody else. There was nowhere else they could go. Because then nobody else had that situation that was happening down in Egypt and everything, you know, that they rebelled during that time. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And they had some other countries didn't have, they was all coming down, and let me tell you, all the countries were coming down there. You mean to tell me that was the only place? The only place. Yeah. Therefore, don't cut yourself short. Just be willing to do those things here. Peace and love is the way. That's what I want to get. Peace and love is the way. They talked about it and said all kinds of stuff and everything, but peace and love is it. And that's what Joseph did to them. So we want to follow through on that. When he saw that love there, then he was willing to reveal himself. Yes.
Kind of get to a guy who got in Florida. He was a Hebrew Israelite too. He was, he'd be blasting all the other Hebrew Israelite brothers. So I guess something happened to him before that. I mean, after that time. So he said, God had been dealing with him because of how he was doing. So now he said that he was teaching all this, all against those other brothers. So now God has shown him that wasn't the way. So he said, peace and love is the thing going to be.
That's exactly
so
right.
I had to stop blasting them other Hebrew brothers like he was doing. You know, 'cause he was talking about a lot, so he said after he went through what he went through, God showed him that wasn't the way. His peace and love was gonna get it. So he did change his way of what he was talking. You know, now he's talking better for him. So, I was surprised when he said, you know, peace and love is the way.
And dear folks, just hang in there with us. Don't give up on us. It is it. And as I said, the other group, they said, well, they don't like that, and they talk about it, but hey, it's okay. That's gonna prevail. And, God wants us to be reminded back, and he said he's gonna gather the whole house of Israel. So, and he's gonna take those two sticks, put them in the one, and we walk away with them. Will we be satisfied with that? See? And I will. And that's what we are working at and hoping for to see that evening. All right, this is our Parashah for this weekend. May y'all continue your blessings and carry us through. And it is God's will. We will see you next week. Let my right hand give a time. If I remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not the Jerusalem above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. Shalom, shalom from now. Now 37 for him will be Shamash, for the service for today.